as we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here's the man who's led the league in rushing twice in 3 seasons, Ezekiel Elliott. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his second rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
First down, Cowboys.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. A first down carry by Elliott. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 20-yard line. Little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, tried to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 22-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Cooper was the target there, but now it'll be 3rd down. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Here's Prescott. Looking for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Strong coverage by Washington, and now 4th down. So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. From the left hash, this from 39. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. A carry for Bryce Love, the 4th rounder from Stanford. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On 2nd and 12, Haskins. And his throw is incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. Man open. It's Moss complete. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
On 1st down, here's Love. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. Touchdown, Washington! Bryce Love, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
At their own 24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team, because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down now, it's Elliott. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, He hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed a big hit for a loss. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Here we go, 46, 46. Here we go, 26.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Montez Sweat in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Started the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Redskins will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. Update now from a game going on in Pittsburgh. And that one a 2-touchdown advantage now for the Seahawks. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses.
On the ready. Mike 55, Mike 55. I'm trying to collect.
On 1st down, it's Love. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I got him.
They go play action now. Haskins. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
You got tight. You got tight right there. Check 3. Check. Go to 54. Go to 54. Why ain't? Go to 54. Why ain't? 26.
Prescott from the gun. It's hauled in by Devin Smith. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Right there in the middle. 55. Good track. Good track. Watch this. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Why ain't? Here we go. 47. 26.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. He's going to air one. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Give him 32 on the play.
Here we go. Why ain't? We ain't giving him nothing. Jim. We're going to 53. 26.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his first touchdown of the new season, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Now it's Haskins. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
At the 35-yard line.
Ready. 18 gator. Check. Watch 54. You remember me? Right there.
On 2nd and 12, Haskins. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. In for the score. And the Redskins have taken the lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. A give to Elliott. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Hey, kill. Everybody, kill. Go, get out there. 55. We're going to 53.
On 2nd down, Prescott again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Spot. No. Hey, 47. 55. We're going to 54. 26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
At the 47-yard line.
65.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Love. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. Well, the returns for the Cowboys on Leighton Vander Esch have been pretty good so far. You know, a lot of Cowboy Nation questioned when they took him number 19 overall a season ago instead of Calvin Ridley. But Leighton Vander Esch would get 140 tackles last year, franchise rookie record for Dallas, en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. To throw on 2nd and 6, Haskins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Open man is Sims. He's got it. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This will be taken short. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
It's our time, guys. It's our time. Hey, check 47. Check. Kill.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Prescott. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Intended that time for Cooper. Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Final play of the half. It's Haskins. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
They'll start the drive with Love here. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Haskins, flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
On 3rd and 1, it's Haskins. That'll be caught over the middle by Moss. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 40.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. On first down, it's Haskins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Love. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. On first down, Love. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
On 2nd and a yard, Haskins. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Dontari Poe marches in for the sack. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's really a difficult task.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in Q3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another OSKI, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. OSKI tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the OSKI, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Hey. Right there.
2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Charles Tapper able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, let's get this. Mike spot 4. Mike 1.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And some room to work. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well. And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
I'm going to run you over. Done. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Hey, kill. 26.
Here's Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Check 13. Under. Here we go, 47. Pick the edge. Go. 26.
Throwing. Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Well, the 2nd down throw on target. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Redskins with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. Haskins now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Now Haskins on 1st down. Space to maneuver at the 40. Open man here, Sims complete. And all the way up to the 45-yard line. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Haskins now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. On play action, Haskins. The throw taken in by Sims. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 28. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
A very solid gain of 27. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and goal at the 1-yard line.
They come out here in the eye.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch. Check 37. Right there. 54, right?
On second and goal. Haskins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott, he's got the connection to Cooper. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 29-yard line. Looking back to Cooper's numbers from last year after that trade, he ended up playing 9 games with the Cowboys in 2018. 725 yards, 6 scores. Also had the 100-yard game in the playoffs against the Rams. And if you add up the numbers between the two teams last year, he was over 1,000 for the 3rd time in 4 NFL seasons. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd and 9, Prescott looking for Cooper. That's complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out.
He's coming. We got 3 people.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Over the middle, complete. That's Lamb. And down inside the 15 he goes. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the red zone now, Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try.
Gun. Here we go. Here we go. My ass, kill. Here we go.
Prescott from the gun. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now Haskins got his hand complete over the middle. It's Moss. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Haskins going to try to throw it. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Shotgun handoff now for Love. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Bryce Love, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. From the 30 on 2nd down, Prescott. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And the Cowboy first down.
What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight? Tight is right. Hey, we got 3 down. Under. Hey, number 28, Mike, he's coming. Check in. He don't know no better. Hey, 47. Mike, 28.
Prescott on first down. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. A first down throw for Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. And it's second down.
Hey, come on up. Motion. Go. All day, baby, all day. Check three. He's crashing. He's checking crash. 26.
One last shot now for Prescott. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Redskins, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance.
hips. All my records go hard, this a champion hit. I've been working for this moment like I've been in the gym. Jumping all over hurdles, I'm evading the pit. Hit the hit with anybody, take them, I can shake them. I invite them to the fire, then I bake them, I'ma break them. I'm a Hall of Fame legend, they should go and hang my jersey. Made it put in work, I don't think they really heard me like. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get up out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Ain't no stopping me, ain't no topping me. I am up, number one seed, ain't nobody popping up. Got a squad of gorillas from the jungle suited up. You kicking off against me, hope you ready, get it up. I be booted up, popping out a Sprinter or a truck. Whole team chasing bags while they chasing us. Calling